How are you appreciating your creativity today? We are appreciating the Seven of Pentacles. At MoonFullArt, I focus on helping us to discover, embrace, expand, and appreciate our creativity. Hi, I'm Tracy. Welcome to a MoonFullArt Creativity Tarot Reading. Hello and welcome back to all of my subscribers and visitors. I am so grateful for your time and attention, and so grateful that I am journeying with you on this path. Today's reading is for the week of November 28th to December 4th. Let's see what major arcana is traveling with us this week. Which major arcana is setting the scene this week? The Empress. Aww, that is lovely. We love the Empress. And this is a beautiful Empress. The Empress is referred to as the nurturer. The Empress is the card of nurturing, of mothering, of bringing things to life. The Empress is the card of taking time to pamper yourself, taking time to invest in yourself, taking time to teach others how to invest in themselves. The Empress card comes by to remind us that taking care of ourselves is not selfish, first of all, but it is also, and we can't give from an empty well. Okay? We can't give from an empty well. We can't create from an empty well either, because creating is a huge act of giving. So the Empress always comes by to remind us to take time to take care of ourselves first, and then take care of others. The Empress also comes by to bring us that energy of manifesting things, and having processes in place where we are constantly refilling our well so that we can constantly create, and paying attention to our rest and renewal cycles. So that is the energy that is leading us today. I love it when the Empress card comes up, because I can always use reminders to pay attention to my body, to pay attention to my natural cycles, and honor those cycles. So if that's what we are leading with, what are we discovering? Are we discovering new ways to pay attention to our body? Are we discovering new ways to create and to give birth to projects and ideas that fuel us? We are discovering with the Hermit. Oh. Hermit's card, the Hermit archetype, has this reputation as being someone who is always alone, being someone who seeks out living in the woods by themselves and being grouchy and hating all of humanity. And that's not an accurate portrayal of the hermit. Yes, the hermit does go into solitude, but the hermit goes into solitude for a time. The hermit goes into solitude to problem solve, to make sense of things that are happening around him. And when the hermit has made sense of those things, when he has solved the problem, when he has an idea of how to get past a roadblock, he comes back and shares that information. The hermit is always depicted, almost always depicted, with a lantern. See that little lantern there? That lantern represents him sharing his knowledge and his intuition and his abilities and his discoveries. So if we are discovering with the Hermit card and being led by the Empress, that means that our Hermit card is asking us to take time to discover, take time to be in silence and discover our inner Empress. Take time to discover ways to give birth to things that matter to us. Take time to discover ways to build a practice, a practice of rest, renewal, and creation. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And while we're discovering those things with our hermit energy, what are we embracing this week? As we head into, as we head into the winter holidays, winter solstice and Hanukkah and Christmas and the new year, what are we embracing this week? We're embracing the Page of Wands again. Yay. The Page of Wands with the Hermit is beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful. Because what that energy looks like on a day-to-day basis is being in touch, being connected to our inner youth, being excited about learning, being excited about discovering new things and trying new things and not being afraid to use those fancy materials we just got, not being afraid to use that 100% silk yarn that we purchased on a whim. The Page of Wands comes in to tell us that learning is not a spectator sport. We only learn and grow by trying things, by being willing to step out of our comfort zone, being willing to be uncomfortable for a time. And having the Page of Wands with our Hermit and our Empress gives us that energy of not only making time to be still, to embrace learning and embrace new ideas, but then to share the things that we're learning with others, to share the ideas and the projects that we're bringing to life. It's an amazing energy. It's going to be a great week. While we're embracing our Page of Wands and our inner our inner beginning learning energy, what are we expanding? We are expanding with the Chariot. Nice. The Chariot card is all about driving things forward. It's about forward motion. The Chariot is, I don't think you can see it in this card, in this particular Chariot card, but the Chariot card symbolizes these two animals pulling the chariot, but they're not connected. They're not physically connected to the chariot. These two animals symbolize our inner willpower, and our inner willpower driving us forward. And our inner willpower is our psychic and mental and emotional abilities to know what we want, to know where we want to go. It's just a matter of learning to listen. When we listen to our inner voices, we don't need physical ropes to pull ourselves forward. Our willpower pulls us forward. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Having the chariot with our wands and our hermit and our empress means that our inner fire, our inner willpower, our inner empress is ready to move forward with our dreams and with our hopes and with our wishes. And we have, with the Page of Wands, we have the ability to step into that beginner's mind and be excited about learning and be excited about seeing things in a new way. And we're excited about coming back and sharing that information with others. That's what we are expanding on this week. And what are we appreciating? What are we appreciating as we tap into our willpower and allow that to drive us forward? Allow that to influence our Page of Wands energy. We are appreciating the Five of Wands. Wasn't expecting that. The Five of Wands is, most of the fives in fact, are a symbolism of conflict. But conflict is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is, and having the Five of Wands means a conflict in our what we're passionate about versus what we're thinking about versus what we're doing. The Five of Wands speaks to the conflicts that comes up inside of us when we are doing things or working on things that drain our energy. The Five of Wands is the conflict, the mental conflict that comes up when we're surrounded by people who are less than positive and less than supportive. And appreciating that energy means that when we have that internal conflict of feeling, well, conflicted, but feeling like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Or when someone asks us to go somewhere and do something, and our first instinct is to say no, but then we say yes, that's Five of Wands. And if we want to make the most of our Chariot energy, make the most of our willpower and our inner page and learning and growing, and then being able to share our learning and growth with others, and being able to birth things that matter to us because we're doing this work. In order to do this work, we have to pay attention to those times of conflict. Pay attention to those times when our first instinct is to say no, but then we feel pressure to say yes. Sometimes we don't have a choice in saying no, but 90% of the time when we feel that conflict, we have a choice. We can say no. We don't have to go along with what's expected of us. When this happens, we want to stop and say, is what is expected of us, is that driving my willpower forward? Is that helping me to grow and learn and develop? Is that giving me space to be still and be quiet and listen to my own voice? Appreciating that conflict is all about setting ourselves up for success. Whew. That is our reading for the week of November 28th to December 4th. Welcome to the month of December, everybody, and I will see you next time.